So this is Coffee with Wayne, and I said they shot a protester in Minneapolis. It might look like I'm dressed for Minneapolis. I'm not. I'm in the California desert here. So this protester's on his knees, and then above his butt in his waistband weapon. Then the ICE member pulls out the weapon, and ICE has control of the weapon, and he steps away, and he probably says he had a gun, and the other people just hear the word gun and they just shoot him. That's, I'm guessing, what happened. And these are all going to be tragedies. Like, this was very avoidable. Yeah, like, I mean, there was a meme. It was like bootlickers from 2020 were just get the vaccination, and now it's MAGA. Maybe I can find it. Also, they're going after the worst of the illegals. So, like, somehow they know where the pedophiles live, the illegal pedophiles. They're not going after the American pedophiles. Yeah, they're not going after the elite pedophiles, but you're just not going to get the world you want. Yeah. Just quit expecting what they promise you. Just because they promise you a new Lord of the Rings this summer doesn't mean you'll get a new Lord of the Rings this summer. Maybe we should do that for pranks. Pick the movie everybody wants a sequel to, and then say it's going to be released in 6 months. Coming this winter, coming this summer. Use AI to make some graphics. How about like Star Wars, no fuel edition? They were on their way to fight somebody, but they ran out of fuel, and the reserve tankers didn't show up, and everybody's just on. They're just waiting. People are just twiddling their thumbs. There's absolutely. I'd fight those guys if we had power, but we don't. So we're just hunkering down till the reserves come in. There used to be a horrible TV show called 24 Hour with Keith Sutherland. And the whole show is like, got it, the terrorism are about to strike. Over and out, the terrorism about to strike. But they never have bad cell phone coverage. The whole show would have been funnier if, are you there? I can't hear you. Call me back. I only got one bar. Call me back. That would have been a funnier show. No reception. They absolutely, I mean, assuming this guy is really dead, it could be all for theater. You know, this could be acting. We didn't see the blood. We saw something at a distance. So this could all be theater meant to incite riots and anger amongst the population, which is what it's going to do. But don't take the bait. In 1933, Hitler, when he came to power, a lot of people were angry and a lot of people died. They didn't get to see how it worked out. Imagine if you just shut up and left Germany. All right, I found my meme I wanted to share with you. Let me make it large here. I thought this is kind of true. So we're all a little bit hypocritical right now. So there's the meme. Just comply with the government and you won't die. So that's the vaccination people. Then just comply with the government and you won't die. This is the ICE people. One of my people in the chat asked about the 3-Eye Atlas. Well, the current story is it's on its way out. Over. Story's over. Most magical thing, third time, only 3 times have we ever had a visitor. And shucks, it came by, but we were during a financial shutdown in Washington, D.C., and oh gosh darn it, we didn't take a picture with our expensive telescope that looks at Mars. Would have been the best time to do it because it was like right next door. But so they're hiding something. CIA doesn't acknowledge or deny its existence. China didn't show a photo. So at March 13th is when 3-Eye Atlas is at the closest point to Jupiter, and it could make a U-turn. Could. I have no evidence to suggest it would. I'm just hypothesizing. Like, let's say my head is our solar system. The nose is the sun. Earth is about here. 3-Eye Atlas comes in like this. Now it's Earth, sun. Now it's behind the sun. We can't see it. We don't know what it's doing, but it keeps going, and they're like Jupiter's right here. And now we're waiting for it to go past Jupiter. But then it could slingshot and come over to Earth. We don't know. But here's what we do know. When it came by the sun, it came by super close. It should have disintegrated. Well, I'm not muted, but I could be muted for you. Let me try this. I don't know if that'll help. Can you guys hear me? Put a yes in the comments. I guess I can just pull it up on my own browser. I saw a nice diagram of this here is this is the 33-degree Masons, and this is like the last 3 degrees. So the only the top of the Masons are doing the bad stuff, like the last 33, 32, and 31 degrees. The rest of the Masons don't know what's happening. So the red here are the rest of the Masons, and the black tip in this example. So the red here are the innocent Masons, 30 degrees and below, who don't know anything. Anyways. Can you hear me is the question. Because Jello is saying he can't hear me. Oh, I made a funny fictitious medical product. Here's a new medical product called Bootstrap with 2 P's in it. Medication for all your financial needs. We got pills for every problem but money. So now I made one for money. So with Bootstrap, with 2 P's, after you take our pill, you will be earning money. How's it work, Wayne? I don't know, but somehow money's coming to you. Like you're just going to have piles and piles of money. Oh, this is super exciting, friends. We're going to geek out. If I could have a mythical pet, I wouldn't have one. Pets are dependents. You become the pet slave, not the other way around. Here is an electronic air conditioning system, and this is going to revolutionize everybody's life. Okay? This is an electric compressor pump. That's the condenser where it takes the gas and makes it a liquid, and this is where the liquid goes into a gas and gets cold. $200? Okay, so I am Majestic. So I was looking for a way to build a cheap wearable air conditioning system. And by seeing this, I realized you can basically start converting cars with old air conditioning systems to just cars with electric air conditioning systems. Okay, no sound. Oh, I didn't prove it. Let me go over here and prove it. I'll double check for myself. I believe you. I think you're trolling me. If you're trolling me and my sound's working, you're getting a 24-hour timeout. That's right, 24-hour timeout. Yeah, I can hear it. I saw a nice diagram of Jello. This here is see you later, Jello. If you're trolling me and my sound's working, you're getting a 24-hour timeout. Yeah, you were trolling me. I'm giving you a forever timeout. You're banned. Mess with the bull, get the horns. Okay, back to the air conditioning system. So there's a lot of cars where you can't even get the air compressor anymore. Like in this old Mercedes I have. And if I could find a remanufactured compressor, $600 to $700. So it makes more sense just to run the air conditioner off the car battery, and then you use the car to charge the battery. You might have to get a more amps battery, a more amps amplifier. It'll be like a 60 amp battery, a 60 amp alternator. And 60 amps could be enough to run an air conditioner. Anyways, it's not a big deal. There was that. What else can I share with you? Oh, well, you might not believe this to be true, but I think this is true. I think this is a true UFO. So that here is a cigar-shaped UFO. The shape shadowing looks right. Like the sun is over here and the shadows are over there. So this also looks identical to the alien, or to the solar warden. So we have something called solar warden, and our spaceships are supposed to look like that. So that could be our machine. Did you know? So you see the red liquid there? That's actually gold. And when you make electroplating of gold, your water will turn red. And what I mean by electroplating, if you have a positive and a negative on a chunk of gold in each thing, and then you put the direct current, gold will go from the positive over to the negative, but it transfers through the water, and some of the gold atoms will be suspended in the water, seen as red. So this is how you make monoatomic gold. You evaporate the water, and what's left over is salt and then a white powder, and that's monoatomic gold, and you can eat it. Here's a real conspiracy theory that I'm inventing. Did 3i Atlas spray something on the moon? See, this is a dark spot on the moon, and that's a dark spot. That's less heat for us. That is less heat for the Earth. Maybe 3i Atlas sprayed something on the moon, and it's trying to lower the Earth's temperature. Check out these patches from the Area 51 people. Here are some patches. Like, they got alien head, dragons. So there's got to be dragons and serpents in the world of aliens. I'm not sure I have much more to share with you, friends. You know, you didn't house these illegal aliens when they came here, so why are you trying to protect them now? And some of these people are criminals. They're not going to deport somebody who's a legal resident. But these illegals have nothing to lose, because if they get busted, they go home. So they try to live their best life here, and that includes breaking the rules. Obviously, they could use ICE to arrest the people who went to Epstein Island, and they're not doing that, are they? Because we don't have a functioning government. Yeah, so why don't we all agree that we're living in a American clown world. United States of Clowns. That's what we are. We're the United States of Clowns. SF Gate. That's right. There's a fourth visitor too. Should be a big conversation every day. It should be in the news somewhere. Yeah, there's 4i Atlas. Let's look it up. 4i at. I'm Googling 4i Atlas. I can't find any news on 4i Atlas. Let me see one more try. Let me try one more thing. Yeah, nothing. The biggest news story is that person protesting got shot and killed. Have you noticed people, when you carry a gun, sometimes you don't get to use it and then you end up dead because you had it with you? Stop living in a place where you need guns. Listen, if you had voted Lambright, we would have open carry. We'd have national concealed carry. We wouldn't have these problems. But you didn't vote Lambright, and you got Trump. Too bad. It says here, ICE agents ambushed in Minneapolis. They're just going to escalate it. So don't participate. Don't participate in the online escalation of these arrests. Not all the people being arrested are good people, and let them sort it out. I'm hanging up. Maybe I'll see you later today. Bye-bye.